Good day, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be solving a topic, or today we are going to be trashing a topic under mathematics. We are going to be trashing quadratic equation. We're going to be solving questions under quadratic equation. There are various methods to solving questions under quadratic equation, but in this video we are going to be solving using factorization methods. In our subsequent videos, we would be solving using other methods, so you guys should stay tuned for those other videos. So let's go straight into it. We have a question: solve the equation x squared minus 8x. Let's take note of our signs, they are very important. X squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. X squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. Okay, the first step you are doing in quadratic equation involving factorization method is we find two numbers. Let's assume a and b. Now when we multiply them together would give us 16, meaning when a times b equals 16, and also those numbers, meaning this a and b, when you add them together, a plus b would give us minus 8. This value over here, the coefficient of x and coefficient of this. So this might be a little bit tricky for new starters, for starters with calculations like this, but by the time you keep practicing and practicing for a while, you'll get used to it. Let's see. 16, what times what can give us 16? Okay, what if we try 8 times 2? 8 times 2, this would give us 16, but 8 plus 2, let's see, would it give us minus 8? No, it's giving us 10. As we can see, 10. It's not giving us minus 2, so 8 and 2 can't work. Okay, what if we try 4 and 4? 4 times 4 equals 16, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8, not minus 8. Remember, our symbols play an important role. So 8 is not same as minus 8. But what if we convert this to minus 4? Minus 4. Minus 4 times minus 4 will still give us 16. Then minus 4 plus minus 4 would give us minus 8. So we convert this to minus 4x and minus 4x. So we use it to replace this minus 8x over here. This minus 8x over here. It becomes x squared minus 4x minus 4x plus 16 equals to 0. So we group the equations into two. X squared minus 4x, first group, minus 4x plus 16, second group. Everything equals 0. So we look for what is common in each bracket. For example, the first bracket, we have x to be common. So x in x squared gives us x, and x in minus 4x gives us minus 4. Then the second bracket, you also do the same. Look for what is common. And I guess minus 4 is common here. Minus 4 in minus 4x is what? My x. Minus 4 in plus 16, that is minus 4. Anytime you're solving quadratic equation using factorization method, these two brackets here, these ones over here, must always be the same. If they aren't, your working is wrong. Try all over if they aren't the same. X, we choose this part, this and this, we bring them together, x minus 4, something like this. Then we place them in a bracket. And since these two brackets would always be the same, we just choose one. So we choose probably the first one, x minus 4. All of them are still the same thing, equals 0. Then we equate both brackets to 0. X minus 4 equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0. When minus 4 crosses over, x equals 4, or x equals 4. Therefore, our x equals 4 or 4, which is also x equals 4. Okay, we are down to the second question. Find the value of x in the equation x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Okay, as I said earlier, we look for any any two numbers that by the time we multiply them together will give us minus 2, and when we add them together would give us x. What if we tried minus 2 comma 1? Would this work? Okay, before we go on, remember this x is also same as 1x. 1x. X is same as 1x. It's same as 1x. So if you are looking for what would multiply together, that will give us minus 2. And when we add together, would give us 1. 1. Minus 2 times 1 would give us minus 2. But will minus 2 plus 1 give us 1? No, that's giving us minus 1. But what if we switch the signs? As against minus 2 here, we have minus 1 over here. Minus 2, 2 times minus 1 will still give us minus 2. But if it were 2 plus minus 1, we would be having plus 1, positive 1, as against minus 1, positive 1. So let's input 2x and minus x into the equation. X squared plus 2x minus x minus 2 equals 0. So we have this. Let's group. X squared plus 2x minus x minus 2 equals 0. X is common here. We bring it out. X in x squared, x. X in 2x. X in 2x, that's 2. Then what is common here? We have minus 1 to be common here. Minus 1. Minus 1 in minus x, that would be x. Minus 1 in divided by minus 2, that would be plus 2 equals 0. So we have something like this. So we pick this out and these first two values. Then one of these brackets. Remember, our brackets would always be the same. If they are not the same, check your workings again. So we bring this out. X minus 1, x plus 2 equals 0, as we can see. And we equate both to 0. X minus 1 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals, when this crosses over, it turns to positive 1, equals 1, as we can see. Or x equals, once this crosses over, the sign changes to negative, minus 2. Therefore, we can conclude our answer by saying x equals 1 or minus 2. So these are the values of x. Now we go into our third and final question for this video. Solve the equation 2x squared minus 13x plus 15 equals 0. 2x squared minus 13x plus 15 equals 0. As we can see, this equation looks quite different from what we've been solving all this while. Usually, our x just has a coefficient of 1. But when we have equations like this, all we do is we throw this x to this back. So we remove the x from here and attach it to this 15 by multiplying. So we just put that aside. 15. So this turns to 15 times 2, as we can see here. 15 times 2, which is equals to 30. We can see 30. Well, with this now, 15 times 2 equals 30, we would have something like this. Usually, we don't write this equation when we are working or solving it out, but you just put it aside or have it at the back of your mind. Our equation, since the 2 has moved back here, is now going to be x squared minus 13x plus this 30, 15 times 2, this 30 over here, plus 30 equals 0. You do not put this part in your work. You can just write that aside somewhere else, or just have it at the back of your mind. Then now with this, I think our work is now easier. This is what you solve with. So what can we multiply together that will give us 30? And by the time we add it together, will give us minus 13. Okay, but what if we try minus 10 and minus 3? Minus 10 times minus 3 will give us 30. Then by the time we add them together, minus 10 plus into bracket minus 3, that would also give us minus 13. Okay, that's what we're using. So we replace this minus 13x with minus 10x and minus 3x. So now let's replace 2x squared minus 10x minus 3x plus 15 equals 0. Sorry, it's going to be x squared. Sorry, I forgot. And this is going to be 30. Remember, we are solving with this equation. Mistakes like that can come. You're solving with this equation and not this any longer. This. Okay, so we group the equations now into two. X squared minus 10x, as you can see the first part, then minus 3x plus 30 equals 0. So as we've been seeing in other questions, we are collecting what is common here. X in x squared, that is going to be x in minus 10x, that is minus 10. Okay, what is common here? Minus 3 is common over here. Then minus 3 minus 3x, that's x, plus minus 3 in 30, that should be minus 10. That should be minus 10, which is equals to 0. As we've seen, all our brackets have been the same throughout this video. As I said earlier, if these brackets are not same, you are wrong somewhere and you're working. Retry. So we pick this x and this minus 3 out. X minus 3, we pick them out. Then one of these brackets, x minus 10, sorry about that, x minus 10 equals 0. We pick something out like this, so it becomes x minus 3 equals 0, or x minus 10 equals 0. So it's x equals 3 or x equals 10. So our answer is x equals 3 or 10. You guys should please like and subscribe the video, and you guys should also watch out for the subsequent videos on how to solve quadratic equation using formula method. That will be the next video. You guys should watch out.